essential to all life, both in the sea and on the land. There's one animal that is a perfect ambassador for the ocean, and that is the Orca, or killer whale. In just a few minutes, you'll meet SeaWorld's killer whales. First though, let's find out more about these remarkable animals. Orca, or the killer whale, is the most widely distributed mammal on Earth. They can be found throughout the ocean, all around the world, including in the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Southern, the Indian, and the Pacific Oceans. No other single marine species lives in as many different ocean habitats or is as directly reliant on as many different types of marine life as the killer whale. More than any other marine animal, Orca is the very embodiment of our shared global ocean. Until about 2 decades ago, scientists didn't know that there were actually several different varieties or ecotypes of killer whales. With effort and observation, however, we discovered that there are actually 10 distinct ecotypes, each differing in size, behavior, type, lifestyle, and appearance. A striking characteristic of the orca is their black and white skin. This camouflage is called disruptive coloration. In a murky environment, this coloration can make them difficult to detect. Killer whales are counter-shaded. Their top surface is darker than their surface underneath. From below, looking up, they blend in with the light from above. From above, looking down, they're invisible against the dark lights. Killer whales are warm-blooded and breathe air just like we do. Killer whales are the largest members of the Delphinidae, or dolphin family. As you can see, they have impressive physical characteristics. Orcas have keen eyesight, both above and below the water. The dorsal fin of an adult whale can be up to 6 feet in height. The powerful pectoral flippers and tail flap can propel them through the water at a high rate of speed with great maneuverability. Their top speed is nearly 30 miles per hour. Killer whales use echolocation to hunt and to communicate. Communication is also accomplished through tail slaps, breaching, and vocalizations. You'll experience a variety of natural killer whale behaviors during orca encounter today. We ask our whales to replicate natural behaviors such as breaching, spy hopping, and tail slaps. While awe-inspiring and entertaining for our guests, these behaviors are also essential to maintaining the health and well-being of the killer whales in our care. Much remains to be understood regarding the Orca. One thing we do know, however, is that across the world, they face real challenges as the general health of the prey populations and habitats on which killer whales depend suffer due to changes in the environment. In just a few moments, you'll encounter SeaWorld's killer whales and learn even more about these fascinating animals. As the most widely distributed mammal on Earth, the killer whale is uniquely positioned to represent the beauty, power, and fragility of the ocean.
learned from these incredible animals. Now, more than ever, we are honored to share what we have learned through our relationships with the whales with all of you. We hope that you enjoy Orca Encounter.
You happy?
Our world has one interconnected ocean. A vast blue expanse, critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean. cooperation, and communication. Not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's
I'm sorry. Yeah,
At
I
the
fell under
bottom
your
are
seat. Thank
smaller
you.
whales, like
Thank you.
At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all that and more. These behaviors contribute to an environment that is full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust. That allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit a doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much
There's
you weigh.
3 now.
It's much the same with our whales.
Yeah? We're just 2.
Tonight, you'll see our whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen social bonds and enable them to problem solve as a group. Working together as a team is what makes them the top runner of the ocean. Scientifically, they're known as the Orca. More commonly, they're referred to as killer whales. But here at SeaWorld, Orca whales have their own individual names. We've already met our 2 males, Trua and Makayo. We also have 3 females named Katina, Nalani, and Malia. Makayo is our youngest whale at 12 years old, and our oldest is his mother, Katina, who is 46 years old. Katina is also the matriarch or leader of our pod. Now the whales have learned to trust us. The relationship that is built on positive reinforcement, encouragement, commitment, and care. Through SeaWorld's animal training techniques and those relationships that we earn, the whales even learn to take an active role in their own health and well-being. One of the very first husbandry or healthcare behaviors that we train is a voluntary blood sample. Mikhail's going to demonstrate that right now in our slide out area. You'll see that Justin just asked him to roll over ventrally or upside down and present his tail flukes. Now, not only will this give us a great look at Mikhail's entire body, but it also gives us access to the blood vessels, which are easily seen on the white underside of those tail flukes. Our veterinarians will proactively collect a blood sample at least once a month, and the trust that we have earned with the whales allows them to remain calm and relaxed throughout the entire procedure. You'll often notice that as trainers are rubbing down the whales, whether on their backs or pectoral flippers or those tail flukes, the whales have very sensitive skin, and this is just one way that we can reward them while also strengthening our relationships with them. Now, blood samples are just one way of making sure our whales are staying healthy. Another very important diagnostic is weighing them. We're able to weigh our whales by asking them to slide their bodies up onto a giant killer whale size scale that we have located in adjacent pool. But we're going to demonstrate that now with our big boy Trua in our slide out. You'll notice that when Trua slides all up and out of the water, that a portion of his body remains in the water. The portion of his body that runs from his dorsal fin down to his tail fluke is called the peduncle. It's the powerhouse of the whale. It's very muscular, very powerful. And with Trua's tail fluke still in the water, we're going to be weighing all of them. So in order to get a more accurate reading, we ask him to lift his tail up and out of the water just like this. Trua is our largest whale, weighing close to 8,000 pounds right now. Now having them do that posture ensures accuracy so that we know our younger whales are growing properly and that our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage our whales every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Hey everyone, I'm down by the glass on the left side of the stadium. Killer whales learn a lot by playing and through observational learning. In fact, killer whale cats learn crucial life skills by playing games like follow the leader with their mothers and other members of their pod. Today we're going to get a chance to play killer whale follow the leader with Trua, Makayo, and all of you here. So everybody on this side of the stadium, stay where you are, just stand up.
having a school of caring. A whale digs in and feeds, while the other whales eat the dish together with swipes of their tail fins.
So killer whales will use those powerful tail flips to set their prey. They create waves when they hunt. For our whales, it means a high energy activity session, but for all of you, it means that it's time to get wet.
Here we go. Oh my God, he's so fast. Here we go. There's another one. Now there's oh, the other one went in. The other one went inside. There we go.
How's everybody enjoying Orca Encounter so far? Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We're going to let you know a little bit about what just happened. So, as you know, our boys completed our first two segments of the show, and now we're moving on to the segment of our show, which displays our killer whales' hunting skills. And we asked our females to do that. However, with our training here at SeaWorld, our whales always have the option to say no. And that might have been exactly what just happened. So, I'll tell you a little bit more about our training process here so you can understand why our whales are not continuing to complete this segment just right now. But we'll ask them again in a little bit. So, here at SeaWorld, we train every animal on the basis of positive reinforcement and operant conditioning. Now, very simply, what that means is we ask them to do something, and if they do it, we draw a lot of attention to it. We say, yes, great job, thank you so much, that's exactly what we want to see. So we will give them a lot of reward for that, whether it's going to be a lot of fish, whether it's going to be a nice rub down, whether it's going to be playing with their favorite toy. We're just going to draw a lot of attention to it. And when our whales don't do something that we want to see, that's okay. We allow them to say no.
Oh wow.
We allow them to have
They
a
just
moment
want
to
to play.
themselves to figure out what they want to do next. So that's what we're allowing our females to do right now. As you can see, they're swimming around between this pool
want to go